Hey gang, I'm Mr. Phil, we're in Suite 8 and you are watching Rat Chat episode 46. I wanted to get this episode produced a couple of weeks ago, however the brand new camera wasn't here yet and I really wanted to make sure that February, at some point, I'd record the next episode of Rat Chat on the new camera. I've stuck with Canon as I've always shot Canon cameras and I really wanted to see what this new camera could do for video as I've been really enjoying testing it out on stills. I've been photographing a lot of haircuts with this camera since it arrived on Valentine's Day. I'm still getting used to a lot of the settings and controls in photo mode. Today is actually the very first time I ever put the camera into video mode. So that is hopefully capturing a well-lit and good-looking and good-sounding video today. The shop is doing well. Suite 8 is a great place to do a lot of hair, to do a lot of photography. Going back to doing hair, I've been really enjoying that seamless flow from cutting hair to photographing hair and then going back to cutting hair. I feel like in this space, there are a lot of familiar pieces to what I'm accustomed to. For instance, the chair, desk, mirror, toolbox setup that I've had for many years hasn't changed. But I've done some stuff in this room very different than any space I've ever worked before. Case in point, the light on my face right now is bolted to the wall. It's a dedicated video spotlight, and no longer do I need floor stands holding up my lights, taking up space in the room. And to give you an idea of just how powerful this light is, I'm going to shut it off right now, and so you can see the difference of the background light from my ceiling lights and my glow lights versus the ceiling and glow lights plus my video spotlight. Stuff like this is really cool to me because, as I said, I don't need light stands on the floor. And what that does for me is it allows me to do video content with a good light and maybe have someone in the chair. And with two of us in the shop now, we don't have to worry about bumping into, knocking over, or getting tangled up in light stands on the floor. Little things like that are very important because it's easier for me now to bring this light down, set it up for a video than ever before. And out of frame, I'm sure when you've been in the shop, you've seen the big photo flash bolted to the wall. That I really am excited for because after a haircut, I can grab the ladder, get up, move the light, put it into position, turn it on, and immediately sync up and take some exceptional hair photography in a short time. Setup and breakdown time now is at its quickest I've ever had. And that is the kind of stuff that Suite 8 represents to me on the tech front. And since I moved in, I put in the LED panels in the ceiling and they're on a dimmer. And again, what that looks like is if I step out of frame here and I run the dimmer up, and that's the room at full power. And then just as easy, I could dim it back down to roughly half power there on the LED panels. And then the last bit of light trickery I have are my double spotlights bolted to the wall, one in front of the chair and one behind the chair. Both are synced to this remote control, on, off, power, and even color temperature can be controlled from my remote, which means when I'm working, I've built it so that way, whether I'm doing photography or I'm doing hair, or if I'm doing video, all my lights are customizable to the content I'm creating. And I count haircuts as content because it's a different kind of content. Those are the kinds of advantages that Suite 8 offers me as a creator. And what does that mean for me? It means that I have never enjoyed consistency like I have here in Suite 8. And I talk about consistency because the business of doing hair for me isn't new, as I've been doing this now licensed professionally since 2015. Good Rats as a brand has been around since 2017. And we're at a place where the business is most consistent. And unfortunately, that means for videos, there are not a lot of new things to talk about on the regular. Years ago, when the business was brand new and I was doing Rat Chat weekly, it seemed like there were a lot of things to always throw into videos. Nowadays, I can say that the business is running steadily, consistently, and it's still growing. I love taking new people. I love seeing new clients, doing new heads of hair. That is very exciting to me. The other thing that I really am excited to bring back to life here in Suite 8 are my photo shoots. And I'm sure you've heard me talk about my return to capturing headshots and profile photo sessions professionally again. That certainly is ready to book anytime you're ready to have me photograph you. And again, headshots, profile photos, these things can be as useful as the traditional headshot for your business, your website, your business card, your book jacket, but also they're more mobile now. The profile photos for Facebook, a professional Facebook account, LinkedIn, Instagram, anything where you need your face to be the first thing that people see in terms of your identity, that is what I'm looking to capture. And it's really exciting because with the tech that I mentioned earlier, this suite is set up to deliver photography in a way that you've never really seen from me. It's so uniquely me still, but with a very modern feel and a very modern ability to it. And I'm also looking for test photo shoots, things that help me get used to all my new equipment, my new room, my new ideas, my new style. And I always love shooting hair and makeup, beauty work. So if anybody out there watching this wants to come in for a shoot like that, let me know as well. As far as hair cutting and doing hair goes, some of the new stuff that you might have noticed here in the room, one of them is that I have found a source to provide me with, once again, using Verb products. And if you remember, I was a Verb dealer for a little while until the purchasing agreement changed with them and they weren't supporting independent salons. But now it seems like there is a middle ground between buying the large orders as a dealer or having none because I'm not a corporate entity like Ulta. And that's where I've been sourcing some brand new Verb product. I've always liked using their product for very specific, detailed uses behind the chair. I feel like it fits it fills a good hole in my roster of what product is missing. And I'm going to place an order and get more Verb to use here in the shop. As far as Ruzel goes, I have restocked my Ruzel shelf and then my cabinet. There are a lot more products in stock than when I first moved in because it seems as if I have a good feel on what you all like to buy. I'm looking at my shelf here and it really seems hair tonic, grooming tonic, daily shampoo, daily conditioner, the 3-in-1 tea tree scrub, the green daily scrub, and this facial skincare products are what you guys are buying the most of right now from Suite 8. Which is not to say that I am no longer selling pomade. Pomade sells well here. Fiber cream, fiber gel, the matte styling paste, the grooming cream, those all still sell well here and I have those in stock. It really appears to me, however, the shift these days is that you all are buying more of the hair care stuff. Again, the shampoos, conditioners, scrubs, hair tonic and grooming tonic, those items I really can't seem to keep in stock long enough, and I've re-upped my purchase of those, and those are back in stock for you. Not too much new from Ruzel, but what you might have noticed is that I've got these little tiny vials, these little spray bottles of Clubman scent. I can't really give you an idea of what they smell like on camera because smell-o-vision doesn't exist yet. However, finishing off haircuts with these, it brings back something familiar, something classic, something old school barbershop smell to have you go out in the hall smelling fresh and smelling clean, but smelling Clubman classic. A lot of people have noticed that my schedule is opened up more, and certainly working here in Suite 8 allows me to use more time here to be more productive. My work days are still Tuesday through Saturday. However, I've opened up some early morning slots at the end of the week, 7 a.m. on Saturdays, 8 a.m. on Saturdays, 7:45 on Fridays, as well as some late day 5:30 or 6 o'clock slots on Friday. But Thursdays I do grad school in the morning and come in here to the shop for the first haircut at 12 p.m. and I'm working Thursdays right up to about 7 p.m. As well as Tuesday, Wednesday 5 o'clock slots. Those are back on the website. And if you haven't utilized the online booking yet, here's the link, check it out. I've added some new features on the website and I'm gonna add a couple of more. One of the ideas I'm toying around with is bringing in a steam facial treatment machine and slotting it in somewhere here towards the shampoo area. And that way, if you would like to add on some steam face treatments to your haircut, I'm going to look at pricing it and timing it so that way it could be tailored to your appointment. I'm thinking about doing it one of two ways, if not both ways. I'm thinking about putting it on the online booking site as a standalone service, so that way it would only be a steam facial treatment, and I'm going to go through the details of what that service would entail once I get the machine here. The other thing I'm going to do, prorate it price-wise with a haircut service. Now, the thing I've been looking at once I get this machine in is, am I going to use it with the steam towels on the face? That's something that I think once the machine gets here, we're going to try out. We're going to test some different ways about it. We're going to test it without the steam towel on the face. We're going to test it with the steam towel on the face and decide which one is the most preferred method of delivering you your facial skincare routine here at the shop. And that's really it, everyone. It's kind of an informal rat chat today because I'm still rusty in filming these episodes, but I'm sure next month I will feel a lot more with it and have a lot more to say. Until then, thanks for watching. This is Mr. Phil signing off.